It is very easy to criticize government and to complain that they move slowly. And that is fair. Many people criticize governments for moving slowly, but there are reasons why governments move slowly. So, and we need to consider the fact that government must consider public interest, government must consider human rights, government needs to consider economic impacts, national security, legal implication, and international obligations. All these things that I've just cited, they are not easy to navigate. They take a long time, effort. But unlike technology companies, governments can not simply move fast and break things. If something happen, a technology company can take a lot of risks. They are just writing some code. The worst thing is maybe their company go bust. But if something bad happen, like economy, like politics, it can create a lot of unrest. So the implication, the consequences for government is way larger than for technology companies. So that is why government has to take their time. That is why government is always, you can criticize them for being slow, but that is the reason. And let me give you this example. When government is regulating AI, they are not only thinking about innovation. Government will consider bias, they will consider privacy, they will consider employment, security, accountability. So that something is fast is not always a sign of effectiveness. And sometimes caution is necessary. So it's good to have speed, and it's also good to exercise caution. The challenge is finding the right balance. Because obviously, you won't say because you want to be cautious, as you are being cautious, you also need to ensure that innovation is not stagnant. So that is the major challenge, finding that right balance. As the government is exercising caution, there is a risk of falling behind. And we are going to be looking at them. So when regulation does not exist, organizations will run their own race. They'll create their own rules. They will only do things that profit them. They won't, some of them are kind, but most organizations will put profit before people. And what will this lead to? It will lead to inconsistent standard. There will be public confusion and there will be increased risk. Another thing is that there will be loss of public trust. If government appears not to be able to manage emerging technology, then the people will lose confidence in institutions. Imagine when government cannot manage, when a company extorts you and like Facebook or Twitter, a digital platform, and government cannot do anything about it. You feel like the government is not useful. So, and that is why the government is who is protecting us, who is accountable, and who decide what is fair. And all this decision is not clear. Another thing that we need to look at is the concentration of power. When regulation lags behind innovation, power often accumulates among those controlling technology. That is why currently Facebook, Apple, all those technology companies, they are very, very powerful. Because especially, I would say Apple, for example, because when it's like all our life, our data, our detail is in their hand. So, and they can include, like I've mentioned, Apple among the large technological company, but we have others like platform operators. That's where Apple is. AI model providers like OpenAI. OpenAI has record of all your journals, all your articles, all your intellectual property. So where I'm going is that one of the most important governance questions over time is who should have power to shape the future? I think about that. Hopefully we'll get back to answering that. And